Hi, colleagues and friends. Now, today is our first lesson on Karigamombe. Now, Karigamombe is a special song in the Mbira repertoire. Now, the meaning, it literally means taking down a bull. And so that's a metaphor that means somebody who's strong, who can fight and take down a bull, somebody who's hardworking, who can achieve, exceptional achievements. And so Karigamombe is played, in celebratory times to say that we've achieved something big, and it is party time to celebrate. And so the achievement could be anything. In traditional Africa, the achievement could have been things like wars. And so it is a war song, and after you've won, you can play Karigamombe to celebrate that we've taken down the enemy, we've taken down the bull. It is a hunting song, and the context is in hunting and catching, big animals, big meat animals, and you can then celebrate singing Karigamombe, for the hunters, to say that they have achieved something big. So that is the meaning of the name Karigamombe. No, but life always has two sides. Sometimes you win in a war, sometimes you lose. If the situation is the latter, you can also still play Karigamombe, but you are reversing the meaning. That what happened, who took down, our hero. And then taken in that context, there is a family of songs that are called Nyamtamba Nemombe Wabaiwa, meaning that person, that strong person who could take down the bull, has been defeated, has been speared, has been killed. So Karigamombe can also be played under those circumstances. You change the way you play it, you change the way you sing. In other words, you can play Karigamombe as a celebratory song, but you can also play it as a sad song when you've been defeated. So that's the meaning of Karigamombe. Now from a Mbira playing perspective, Karigamombe is also defined as a simplified way of playing Nyamaropa. So Nyamaropa is the bigger song, even the instrument. The two main tunings of the Mbira Zawadzimo Mbira Huru is Nyamaropa and Mavembe or Gandanga. So this Mbira is generally called the Nyamaropa. The family of songs where Karigamombe falls into is called the Nyamaropa family of songs, and Karigamombe is in that sense defined as a simplified, or the first step of playing the Nyamaropa family of songs. And so as we do the song, you realize that at least the first part of playing Karigamombe is fairly easy to understand, and that is why it is called a simplified way of playing Nyamaropa. But it is only simple initially, in the most basic parts. Once you start building in complexity, it goes back to how Nyamaropa is played, and it is just as complex as the other Nyamaropa family songs. So much for the introduction. Now we will divide the song and do it slowly as an introductory song, for those who will be learning Mbira. So the introductory songs are either Nema Msasa or Karigamombe. So these first 2 or 3 lessons, I'll do them slowly, so that beginners can be able to learn, and then we can ramp it up a little, to give more content. So we divide the song into 4 phrases. So a complete cycle is 4 phrases, and on the left, in groups of 2 notes, the first phrase is again. That's the first phrase. The second phrase again. The third phrase again. And then the last phrase, fourth. Again. So if we do the whole cycle with gaps between the phrases, we go first phrase, and without gaps. So that is it. That is the left part of playing Karigamombe, the most basic. Now the netetes that we play, so we're playing 6 notes. There are 6 notes on the left, 6 notes per phrase. We will also choose 6 notes on the right. And for the first phrase, we play again. And there are 2 ways of combining the left side and the right side. So we'll start with simultaneous, meaning we play both left and right at the same time. So the first phrase is again. The second phrase again. And so when we combine with the left side, again. And the third phrase, we start from number 2 here. Again. So and then the fourth phrase again. So that's a complete cycle, the 4 phrases. So let me do them with gaps in between the phrases. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. And then let me play without gaps between the phrases. That's a complete cycle, so you play it round and round. So the way to hear it, and this is how we learned it traditionally, and a long time ago, I even knew the song as Dongi, Mombe, Mbudzi. Now these are domestic animals. Dongi is donkey, Mombe is a cow, and Mbudzi is a goat. And every phrase of Karigamombe is saying Dongi, Mombe, Mbudzi. So Dongi, Mombe, Mbudzi, 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 Dongi, Mombe, Mbudzi. So that is it. That's why the song is called Dongi Mombe Mbudzi, and it helps you choose a tempo. It helps you, keep, when you're learning, you know where you're supposed to be in the playing, because it's Dongi Mombe Mbudzi, Dongi Mombe Mbudzi. So one, you know which phrase you are in as you listen and play. And then two, even if you make a mistake, you can get back and then continue playing. So Dongi Mombe Mbudzi, 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 Dongi Mombe Mbudzi. In other words, if you make a mistake, you can still get back to that cycle by keeping the Dongi Mombe Mbudzi, Dongi. So that Dongi Mombe Mbudzi is very important. We'll come back to it, in how it helps us understand the Karigamombe or Nyamarupa family of songs, and secondly, how it helps us to start singing on the song. So the first part, that's what we've done. We've got a basic part of Karigamombe. Now I want to do two additional parts before we close. The second one is playing, when you play this key, you combine it with this key. It's the same octave. If we go do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So this is do, re, mi. And then if we start from the upper register, do, re, mi. So this is the same key. This is a mi in a lower register, and this is a mi in the register of the nettetes. And it is important to learn this way of playing early. If you don't do it early, you'll get problems a little later in your playing. So you play it like this. This one you're plucking down, this one you're plucking up. And you practice like this. And so at every place where we're playing just this key, we now do this. And then sometime in the future we can play just the upper note, or sometimes we can alternate, but for now we'll start it by playing this. So what we can then go, so it's a little richer, and we continue. So it's just this step of playing these two notes together. Now the last thing that we're going to do, and then this will ease our learning, or we'll learn two parts in each lesson, is that the same notes that we're playing together, simultaneous, we can split them and play them alternating, starting with the left side. So we'll go. So that's the first phrase. And then you alternate all the phrases. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I can play it continuous. As you get more comfortable, you can increase the speed. So this is the introductory part of Karigamombe. Dongi, mombe, mbudzi. And I think that's enough for today. Thank you.